Chosen ones, you're closer to a big breakthrough than you realize. God has spoken, and his message is clear. One move, one moment, one step in faith will change everything. You're standing on the edge of something massive, something divine, something that will shift the course of your life forever. The heavens are aligning, the doors are unlocking, and the promises God made to you are about to unfold in ways you never imagined. Stay with me, because this message is for you, and it's time to claim what's yours. This isn't just about hope or wishful thinking. This is about a divine shift happening right now. You've been through trials, moments where you questioned if you could keep going. Maybe you faced loss, rejection, or days so heavy they felt impossible to carry. But those moments weren't meant to break you, they were shaping you. God was forging you into someone unstoppable, someone who could carry the weight of his promises. You're not just surviving, you're being prepared for a breakthrough that will leave the world in awe. Your life is about to become a living testimony to his power. Think about Noah, who built an ark when the world laughed at him. For years, he labored under the sun, hearing whispers of doubt, mockery in the wind. Yet he kept going, trusting God's voice above the noise. When the rains came, his faith was vindicated. That's you right now. The world may not see it yet, but your breakthrough is closer than you think. Every step you've taken, every prayer you've whispered, every tear you've shed, it's all been leading to this moment. God is setting the stage for something extraordinary. Now, pause for a second. If this is resonating in your spirit, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking this path. Your support sends this message to others who need it. And if you're feeling the fire of this truth, drop a 777 inches the comments. That number carries divine completion, a sign you're ready for what God is bringing your way. You might be wondering, what's this breakthrough? Is it wealth, health, a new purpose? It's all of that and more. God's plan for you isn't small. It's not just about paying the bills or getting by. It's about abundance that overflows, joy that radiates, and a purpose that shakes the earth. Your breakthrough is a divine reset, a moment where everything aligns: your heart, your dreams, your reality. It's the point where you step out of struggle and into the flow of God's favor. He's been preparing you for this, and now it's time to step into it. Consider David, a shepherd boy, overlooked by his own family. The world saw him as insignificant, but God saw a king. When he faced Goliath, it wasn't just a battle, it was a breakthrough moment. One stone, one act of faith, and his life changed forever. You're holding your own stone right now, chosen one. That one move, God is whispering to you. Maybe it's forgiving someone, starting that business, or simply trusting him fully will topple the giants in your path. Your breakthrough is waiting for that one act of courage. The enemy has tried to keep you distracted. Doubt, fear, and exhaustion have been his tools, but they're losing their grip. You're stronger now, wiser, more attuned to God's voice. Every time you've pushed through, you've weakened the chains holding you back. The devil knows your breakthrough is near, and he's trembling. Why? Because when you step into God's promise, you become a force that cannot be stopped. Your light will shine so brightly it exposes every lie, every obstacle, every shadow. Let's talk about timing. God's timing is perfect, even when it feels slow. You might feel like you're in a waiting season, like nothing is moving. But beneath the surface, God is working. Think of a seed buried in the earth. It's silent, invisible, but it's growing. Roots are stretching, ready to break through the soil. That's where you are. Your breakthrough isn't delayed, it's being perfected. Every moment of waiting is God aligning the pieces, ensuring your victory is undeniable. Now, imagine this, a moment where everything clicks. The job you've been praying for, the healing you've sought, the peace you've craved, it's all coming together. This isn't a dream, it's God's promise. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." That future is now. Your breakthrough is so close you can almost touch it. All it takes is one move, one step, one yes to God's call. You've been through the fire, but you're coming out refined. The struggles you've faced weren't random, they were training. God was building your faith, your resilience, your trust in Him. Look at Joseph, sold into slavery, thrown into prison, forgotten by those he helped. Yet every hardship was a step toward his breakthrough as Egypt's second in command. Your story is no different. The pain, the delays, the betrayals, they're all part of God's plan to elevate you. Your breakthrough will show the world what He can do. If you're feeling this, type 777 inches the comments. Let the heavens know you're claiming your breakthrough. And if you haven't yet, hit that like button and subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones who are stepping into their divine destiny. Your engagement keeps this message alive, reaching those who need to hear it. This breakthrough isn't just for you, it's for those around you. When God moves in your life, it ripples. Your family, your community, even strangers will feel the impact. Your success will inspire others to trust in God's promises. Think of Esther, who risked everything to save her people. Her breakthrough wasn't just personal, it changed a nation. Your moment is coming, and it will shift not just your life, but the lives of those connected to you. Sometimes the breakthrough starts small, a whisper in your heart, a new idea, a sudden opportunity. Don't despise the small beginnings. Zechariah 4:10 says, "Who dares despise the day of small things?" That one email, that one conversation, that one prayer answered, it's the spark that ignites the fire. God doesn't need grand gestures to move mountains. He just needs your faith. Trust the small steps, because they're leading you to something massive. You might feel unworthy, like you've made too many mistakes. But God doesn't choose the perfect. He chooses the willing. Look at Peter, who denied Jesus 3 times, yet God used him to build His church. Your past doesn't disqualify you. It qualifies you. Every scar is proof you've survived, proof you're ready for what's coming. Your breakthrough isn't about where you've been. It's about where God is taking you. The world might tell you to give up, that your dreams are too big, but God says otherwise. He's placed desires in your heart for a reason. That vision you can't shake, that goal you keep coming back to. It's not random, it's God's blueprint for your life. Psalm 37:4 says, "Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." Your breakthrough is tied to those desires, and they're closer to reality than you think. You're not alone in this. God is with you, guiding every step. Think of Moses, standing at the Red Sea with an army behind him. It looked impossible, but God parted the waters. Your Red Sea moment is here. The obstacles in front of you are about to move. That one decision, that one act of faith will open the path. Trust God's voice, even when the odds seem stacked against you. Your breakthrough is on the other side. Sometimes the enemy will try to make you doubt your worth. He'll whisper lies, remind you of failures, tell you it's too late. But those lies are crumbling. Isaiah 54:17 says, "No weapon forged against you will prevail." The devil's tactics can't stand against God's truth. You're not defined by your mistakes or your past. You're defined by God's promise. And that promise says your breakthrough is coming, and it's bigger than you can imagine. Now, let's talk about faith. Faith isn't just believing, it's acting. It's taking that step, even when you can't see the whole path. Think of Abraham, called to leave everything familiar for a land God would show him. He didn't have a map, just a promise. Yet he went, and God made him a father of nations. Your breakthrough requires that same kind of faith. One move, one choice, one prayer. It's all it takes to unlock what God has for you. You might be thinking, what if I miss it? What if I mess up? But God's grace is bigger than your mistakes. He's not waiting for you to be perfect. He's waiting for you to trust him. Romans 8:28 says, all things work together for good to those who love God. Even your missteps are part of his plan. Your breakthrough isn't fragile, it's divinely protected. God is guiding you, even when you feel lost. This moment is yours, chosen one. The breakthrough you've been praying for, crying for, waiting for, it's here. It's not a distant dream. It's a reality God is bringing to life. Every challenge you've faced has been preparing you to carry this blessing. You're ready. You're stronger than you know. And God is about to show the world what he can do through you. If this is stirring your spirit, drop a 777 inches the comments. Claim your breakthrough. And if you're ready to walk this path with others, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones stepping into their divine purpose. Your support keeps this message moving, touching lives across the globe. Let's talk about the cost of this breakthrough. Nothing great comes without sacrifice. You might need to let go of old habits, toxic relationships, or even your own doubts. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Think of Ruth, who left her homeland to follow Naomi. She didn't know what was ahead, but her faithfulness led to a legacy that changed history. Your sacrifice now is paving the way for a breakthrough that will echo for generations. The world might not understand your journey. People might question why you're so determined, why you keep believing, but they don't see what God sees. They don't know the promises he's spoken over you. Like Daniel in the lion's den, you're surrounded by challenges, but God is your shield. Your breakthrough will silence the doubters, not because you prove them wrong, but because God's glory in you will shine too brightly to ignore. You're not just waiting for a breakthrough, you're walking toward it. Every prayer, every act of faith, every moment of trust is a step closer. God is aligning people, opportunities, and resources to meet you at the right time. Think of the woman who touched Jesus' cloak in a crowd. She didn't wait for permission. She reached out in faith, and her life changed. Your faith is your reach. Stretch it and watch God move. This breakthrough isn't just about what you gain, it's about who you become. God is transforming you into someone who reflects his glory. Your confidence, your peace, your strength, they're growing. People will notice. They'll see a light in you they can't explain. John 1-5 says, "The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it." That light is you, chosen one. Your breakthrough is making it brighter. Sometimes the enemy will try to make you feel isolated, like you're the only one fighting this battle. But you're not alone. God is with you, and so are countless others who are walking this path. When you subscribe and join thousands of chosen ones, you're connecting with a community that believes in God's promises. Drop a 777 inches, the comments to stand with them, to declare that your breakthrough is coming. This breakthrough will change how you see yourself. You'll stop seeing limitations and start seeing possibilities. God is rewriting your story, turning your pain into purpose, your struggles into strength. Think of Paul, who went from persecuting Christians to becoming one of the greatest apostles. His breakthrough wasn't just a moment, it was a transformation. Yours is too. You're becoming the person God always meant you to be. The world is watching. Chosen one. Your breakthrough isn't just for you. It's a sign to others that God is real, that His promises are true. When you step into this moment, people will see His power in you. They'll wonder how you went from struggle to victory, from doubt to faith. Your life will be a testimony, a living proof that one move can change it all. You might feel like you're not ready, like the breakthrough is too big for you. But God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. You're chosen, not because of your strength, but because of His. Philippians 4:13 says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." That strength is in you now, pushing you toward the breakthrough that's waiting. This is your season, chosen one. The breakthrough is closer than you realize. It's not a question of if, but when. And that when is now. God is moving, the heavens are opening, and your one move will unlock it all. Trust Him. Step forward. Your life is about to change in ways you never thought possible. Chosen ones, this breakthrough isn't just a moment, it's a movement. God is shifting the very ground beneath you, rearranging the pieces of your life to align with His divine purpose. You've felt it, haven't you? That stirring in your spirit, that sense that something bigger is coming. It's not just a feeling, it's a signal. The heavens are speaking, and they're calling your name. One move, one act, faith, will unlock a flood of blessings that will reshape your reality. Let's talk about vision. God has given you a glimpse of what's possible, a dream, a goal, a purpose that keeps burning in your heart. Maybe it's a business you've been hesitant to start, a relationship you've been praying to heal, or a calling you've been too afraid to answer. That vision isn't random, it's God's map for your breakthrough. Proverbs 29:18 says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." Your vision is your lifeline, guiding you to the moment where everything changes. Think of Nehemiah, who saw a broken wall and envisioned a restored city. The task seemed impossible. Enemies mocked him, resources were scarce, and the people were weary. But he held fast to the vision God gave him. Brick by brick, he rebuilt Jerusalem. Your breakthrough is like that wall. It might seem daunting, but every step you take, every prayer you offer, is a brick in the foundation of your destiny. God is building something great through you. The enemy will try to cloud your vision. He'll send distractions, bills piling up, people doubting you, or even your own fears whispering that it's too late. But those distractions are just noise. They can't stop what God has started. Your breakthrough is protected by His hand. Isaiah 55:11 says, "So is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty." God's promise over your life is unstoppable. Trust it, even when the path looks blurry. Now, let's talk about alignment. Your breakthrough isn't just about what you do, it's about who you're becoming. God is aligning your heart, your mind, and your actions with His will. Every challenge you faced has been a lesson in surrender, teaching you to let go of control and trust His plan. When you align with God, the impossible becomes possible. Doors open, resources appear, and opportunities find you. Your one move is simply saying yes to that. Alignment. Consider Mary, the mother of Jesus. She was young, unknown, and faced with a calling that could have cost her everything. Yet she said, Let it be to me according to your word. That yes changed history. Your yes to God's plan, even when it feels risky, is the key to your breakthrough. It's not about having all the answers. It's about trusting the one who does. Your alignment with his purpose will unlock miracles you can't yet see. If this is speaking to you, drop a 777 inches the comments. Let the world know you're aligning with God's plan. And if you're ready to stand with others on this journey, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones embracing their divine calling. Your support spreads this message, lighting the way for others. Let's talk about preparation. Your breakthrough isn't random, it's the result of every moment God has been preparing you for. Those late nights praying, those days you kept going despite the pain, those times you chose faith over fear, they were all training. God was strengthening your spirit, sharpening your focus, building your endurance. Like an athlete before a race, you've been conditioned for this moment. Your breakthrough is the finish line, and you're ready to cross it. Look at Elijah, who confronted the prophets of Baal. Before that victory, he spent years in obscurity, relying on God's provision in the wilderness. Ravens fed him, a brook sustained him, and God taught him to trust. When the time came, he stood boldly, calling down fire from heaven. Your wilderness moments, those times of loneliness, struggle, or waiting, were God's way of preparing you. Your breakthrough will show the world what He's been building in you. The beauty of this moment is that it's not just about you. Your breakthrough is a bridge for others. When God moves in your life, it inspires those around you to believe again. Think of the woman at the well, whose encounter with Jesus transformed not just her life but her entire village. Your story will do the same. Your breakthrough will be a beacon, showing others that God's promises are real. You're not just stepping into blessing, you're leading others to it. Sometimes, the breakthrough requires you to let go of what's familiar, old mindsets, limiting beliefs, or even people who no longer align with your purpose. They might need to fall away. It's not easy, but it's necessary. Think of Abraham leaving his father's house for a land God promised. He didn't know where he was going, but he trusted God's direction. Your breakthrough might ask you to release something comfortable, to embrace something greater. Trust that God's plan is worth it. The enemy will try to make you cling to the past. He'll remind you of what you've lost, what didn't work, what could go wrong. But God says, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Isaiah 43:18-9. Your breakthrough is part of that new thing. It's a fresh start, a clean page, a new chapter. Let go of the old story, because God is writing a better one. Your one move is choosing to believe in the new over the old. Let's talk about expectation. Your breakthrough thrives on it. When you expect God to move, you create space for miracles. It's like planting a seed and watching for the sprout. You don't dig it up every day to check. You trust it's growing. Your faith is the water, your expectation the sunlight. Hebrews 11:1 says, faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Expect your breakthrough and you'll see it manifest. Think of Hannah, who prayed for a child year after year. She didn't give up, even when her heart ached. Her expectation kept her going, and God gave her Samuel, a prophet who changed a nation. Your prayers, your hopes, your dreams, they're not in vain. Keep expecting, keep believing, because your breakthrough is closer than you think. That one move, holding fast to your expectation, will open the heavens. The world might tell you to lower your expectations, to settle for less, But God calls you to dream bigger. Your breakthrough isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. It's about stepping into a life so full of purpose and joy that it overflows. Psalm 23:5 says, "My cup overflows." That's God's promise for you. Your breakthrough will fill your life to the brim and spill over, blessing everyone around you. Sometimes the breakthrough feels risky. It might mean stepping out of your comfort zone, speaking up, or taking a chance. But God is your safety net. Think of Peter walking on water. He didn't sink as long as his eyes were on Jesus. Your breakthrough is on the other side of that step. Don't focus on the waves, focus on the one who calms them. Your one move is keeping your eyes on him, no matter what. If this is igniting your faith, type 777 inches the comments. Declare that you're ready for your breakthrough. And if you want to walk this path with others, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones claiming their divine destiny. Your support keeps this message alive, reaching those who need it most. Let's talk about legacy. Your breakthrough isn't just for today, it's for generations. When God moves in your life, it sets a foundation for those who come after you. Think of David, whose victory over Goliath wasn't just a win for him, but a story that inspired Israel for centuries. Your breakthrough will do the same. It's not just about your success, it's about the impact you'll leave behind. The enemy will try to make you think small, to focus only on your immediate needs. But God's vision for you is bigger. He's not just giving you a breakthrough, He's making you a breakthrough for others. Your story will be told, your faith will inspire, your victory will light the way. Every step you take now is planting seeds for a harvest that will outlast you. You might feel like you're not enough, like you don't have the resources, the skills, or the strength. But God doesn't need your perfection, He needs your willingness. Moses stuttered, yet he led a nation. Gideon was the least in his family, yet he defeated an army. Your breakthrough doesn't depend on your ability, it depends on God's. Your one move is trusting that He's enough. The breakthrough is also about healing. God isn't just changing your circumstances, He's restoring your heart. Every wound, every disappointment, every scar, He's turning them into strength. Psalm 147:3 says, He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Your breakthrough will mend what's been broken, not just in your life, but in the lives of those you touch. You're becoming a vessel of His healing power. Sometimes the breakthrough comes through community. God will bring people into your life who see your vision, who believe in your purpose. They're not here by accident. Think of Jonathan, who stood by David when Saul wanted him dead. Your breakthrough might involve a friend, a mentor, or even a stranger who carries a piece of God's plan for you. Be open to the connections He's orchestrating. The enemy will try to isolate you, to make you feel like you're in this alone. But God says, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Hebrews 13:5. You're surrounded by His presence and His people. Your breakthrough is supported by a divine network, seen and unseen. Trust that God is bringing the right people at the right time to help you step into your destiny. Let's talk about courage. Your breakthrough requires it. Not the loud, flashy kind, but the quiet resolve to keep going, to believe when it's hard, to act when you're afraid. Think of Esther, who approached the king uninvited, risking her life. Her courage unlocked a miracle. Your courage will do the same. That one move, choosing to act despite fear, will open doors you never thought possible. The world might call you foolish for believing in something you can't yet see, but faith is never foolish. It's the substance of your breakthrough. Hebrews 11:6 says, "Without faith, it is impossible to please God." Your faith is your power, your key, your weapon. It's what makes the invisible visible. Keep holding on, because your breakthrough is already taking shape. You might be wondering, how do I know I'm close? Look at the signs. The restlessness in your spirit, the ideas that won't leave you, the doors that are starting to crack open. They're all whispers from God. Your breakthrough is like a sunrise, gradual but unstoppable. Luke 21:28 says, "When these things begin to take place, stand up and lift up your heads, because your redemption is drawing near." Lift your head, chosen one. Your moment is here. The enemy will try to steal your focus, to make you dwell on what hasn't happened yet. But God says, "Look at what I'm doing now." Your breakthrough isn't in the future, it's in motion. Every prayer, every step, every act of faith is pulling it closer. Trust the process. Trust the one who started it. Your one move is to keep your eyes on what's unfolding, not what's undone. If this is stirring your soul, drop a 777 inches the comments. Claim your place in this divine moment. And if you're ready to stand with others, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking toward their breakthrough. Your support sends this message further, touching lives that need hope. Let's talk about gratitude. Your breakthrough grows in the soil of a thankful heart. When you give thanks for what God has already done, you make room for more. Think of the feeding of the 5,000. Jesus took a few loaves and fish, gave thanks, and multiplied them. Your gratitude is like that prayer. It multiplies what you have. Start thanking God now for the breakthrough, and watch how it expands. The world might tell you to focus on what's missing, but God says, "Look at what I've given you." Every blessing, every lesson, every moment of grace, it's all part of your breakthrough. Philippians 4:6 says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." Your gratitude is your strength, paving the way for what's coming. Sometimes, the breakthrough comes through surrender, not giving up, but letting go of control. You can't force God's timing or his methods. Think of Jonah, who ran from God's call only to find himself in the belly of a fish. When he surrendered, God brought him to his purpose. Your breakthrough might be waiting for you to release your grip and trust God's hands. Your one move is surrender, and it will set you free. The enemy will try to make you strive, to make you think you have to earn this breakthrough. But God's blessings aren't earned, they're received. Ephesians 2:8 says, "For it is by grace you have been saved, through faith." Your breakthrough is a gift, not a paycheck. Stop striving and start receiving. Trust that God's grace is enough to carry you through. You might feel like you're standing still, but you're not. Every moment of faith is progress. Think of the Israelites crossing the Jordan. The water didn't part until the priests stepped into it. Your breakthrough might require you to step first, to act before you see the way. That's faith. That's courage. That's the one move that changes everything. God is waiting for your step to part the waters. The world might try to define your breakthrough by its standards, money, fame, status. But God's breakthrough is deeper. It's peace in your heart, purpose in your steps, joy in your soul. It's knowing you're exactly where you're meant to be. Your breakthrough is God's signature on your life. A mark that says, "This is my child, and I am with them." Keep walking, chosen one. You're closer than you realize. Chosen ones, your breakthrough is a divine appointment, a moment where heaven meets earth in your life. God has been orchestrating every detail, aligning the stars, setting the stage for a transformation that will mark you forever. You're not just waiting for change, you're walking into it. That one move, that single step of faith, is the key that unlocks the floodgates of His promises. Your breakthrough is so close, it's breathing down your neck, ready to overtake you. Let's talk about focus. The world is loud, full of voices pulling you in every direction. Friends, family, even your own doubts, they all try to steer you off course. But God is calling you to lock in, to fix your eyes on His truth. Hebrews 12:2 says, "Fix your eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith." Your breakthrough depends on where you look. When you focus on God's promise instead of the chaos, you'll see the path He's carved for you. Think of Elisha, who saw chariots of fire when his servant saw only an enemy army. His focus wasn't on the threat, but on God's power. Your breakthrough requires that same clarity. The obstacles in front of you, bills, conflicts, fears, they're real, but they're not your reality. God's promise is, train your eyes to see His provision, His plan, His victory. That one move of shifting your focus will change how you see everything. The enemy will try to scatter your attention. He'll throw distractions your way, a sudden crisis, a wave of doubt, a tempting shortcut. But you're wiser now. You know his tricks. Your breakthrough is guarded by your ability to stay focused. Shut out the noise. Tune into God's voice. It's clear, steady, and calling you forward. Your one move is choosing to listen to Him above all else. Now, let's talk about rest. Not the kind where you do nothing, but the kind where you trust God so fully you don't carry the weight anymore. Your breakthrough doesn't come from striving, it comes from resting in His promises. Matthew 11:28 says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." God is inviting you to lay down your worries and let Him work. Your breakthrough is His work, not yours. Consider the story of Lazarus. His sisters, Mary and Martha, were frantic, begging Jesus to come before it was too late. But Jesus waited, and in that waiting, He showed His power over death itself. Your breakthrough might feel delayed, but it's not. God's rest is your strength. Stop trying to force the door open. Trust His timing and watch Him raise what seemed dead to life. Your one move is resting in His perfect plan. If this is sparking something in you, drop a 777 inches the comments. Let the heavens know you're trusting God's timing. And if you're ready to walk with others, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones stepping into their divine breakthrough. Your support keeps this message alive, reaching hearts that need it. Let's talk about identity. Your breakthrough isn't just about what happens to you, it's about who you are. God is revealing the real you, the one He created before time began. Ephesians 2:10 says, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." Your breakthrough is tied to embracing your true identity as His chosen, His beloved, His masterpiece. Think of Gideon, hiding in a winepress, thinking he was nothing, but God called him a mighty warrior. Your breakthrough starts when you see yourself the way God sees you, not as small, broken, or unworthy, but as powerful, purposed, and unstoppable. The world might label you by your past, but God labels you by His promise. Your one move is stepping into the identity He's given you. The enemy will try to define you by your failures. He'll point to every mistake, every moment you fell short. But those don't define you, God does. Your breakthrough will rewrite the narrative. You're not the sum of your struggles. You're the sum of His grace. Walk in that truth and watch how it changes everything. People will see a new you, not because you've changed, but because you're finally showing who God made you to be. Now, let's talk about momentum. Your breakthrough is like a wave building in the ocean. It starts small, barely noticeable, but as it moves, it grows stronger, faster, unstoppable. Every act of faith, every prayer, every moment of obedience adds to that wave. You're not stuck, you're gaining speed. Philippians 1-6 says, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion." Your breakthrough is coming with unstoppable force. Look at the early church in Acts. They started as a small group, praying in an upper room. But one moment, the outpouring of the Holy Spirit set off a wave that changed the world. Your breakthrough is that moment. Every step you've taken has built momentum. That job offer, that healed relationship, that spark of hope, it's all part of the wave. Your one move is riding it, trusting God to carry you to shore. The enemy will try to stop your momentum. He'll throw obstacles to slow you down, doubt, delays, discouragement. But God's wave is stronger. Keep moving forward, even when it's hard. Your breakthrough isn't just a destination, it's the force carrying you there. Don't stop now. The tide is turning, and you're about to crash through every barrier in your path. Let's talk about provision. Your breakthrough comes with everything you need. God doesn't just open the door, He supplies the resources to walk through it. Think of the Israelites leaving Egypt. They didn't just escape. God provided manna, water, and guidance through the wilderness. Your breakthrough includes provision for every step: finances, wisdom, strength. 2 Corinthians 9-8 says, "God is able to bless you abundantly, so that in all things at all times, having all that you need, you will abound in every good work." You might look at your life and think, "I don't have enough." But God's math is different. He multiplies what you give Him. A boy's 5 loaves and 2 fish fed thousands. Your small offering, your time, your faith, your trust will be multiplied. Your breakthrough isn't limited by what you lack. It's fueled by what God provides. Your one move is offering what you have and trusting Him to make it enough. The world might tell you to hoard, to hold back until you're sure. But God says, "Give, and it will be given to you." Luke 6:38. Your breakthrough thrives on generosity. Share your faith, your hope, your resources, and watch God pour back into you. Your provision is already on the way, packaged with your breakthrough, ready to meet you at the perfect moment. If this is stirring your heart, type 777 inches the comments. Declare that you're ready for God's provision. And if you want to stand with others, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking into their divine breakthrough. Your support spreads this message, touching lives across the earth. Let's talk about transformation. Your breakthrough isn't just about external change. It's about becoming a new creation. God is reshaping your heart, your mind, your spirit. 2 Corinthians 5:17 says, "If anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come. The old has gone, the new is here." Your breakthrough is a rebirth, a moment where you step out of who you were and into who God destined you to be. Think of Saul, who became Paul, a persecutor turned apostle. His breakthrough wasn't just a new job or a new city, it was a new identity. Your breakthrough will do the same. You're shedding old fears, old doubts, old limitations. The world will see a new you, not because you've changed on your own, but because God's power is working in you. Your one move is embracing this transformation, stepping boldly into the new. The enemy will try to pull you back to the old you. He'll remind you of who you used to be, what you used to fear. But that version of you is gone. Your breakthrough is God's way of showing the world the real you, His child, His chosen, His masterpiece. Walk in that truth and watch how it shifts everything. People will notice the change, not just in your life, but in your presence, your confidence, your light. Now, let's talk about purpose. Your breakthrough is tied to why you're here. God didn't create you to drift. He created you to fulfill a calling. Jeremiah 1-5 says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart." Your breakthrough is the moment your life aligns with that purpose. It's not just about success, it's about impact, about living out the reason you were born. Think of Jonah, who ran from his purpose only to be brought back by a storm and a fish. His breakthrough came when he embraced God's call to Nineveh. Your purpose might feel daunting, but it's where your breakthrough lies. That one move, saying yes to what God has called you to, will unlock doors you didn't even know existed. Your life is about to make sense in ways you never imagined. The enemy will try to confuse your purpose. He'll make you question your calling, doubt your gifts. But God's voice is clearer. Listen to it. Your breakthrough is the moment you step into your why, the reason you were placed on this earth. It's not just for you, it's for the world that needs your light. Keep moving toward it and watch God make a way. Let's talk about resilience. Your breakthrough is built on it. Every time you've gotten back up, every time you've chosen faith over despair, you've grown stronger. Philippians 3:13-14 says, "Forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, I press on toward the goal." Your resilience is your power, carrying you closer to the breakthrough God has promised. Think of Job, who lost everything, family, wealth, health, yet held fast to God. His resilience led to a restoration greater than what he lost. Your breakthrough is like that. Every loss, every setback, every tear has built your strength. You're not fragile, you're forged. Your one move is pressing on, knowing that God is turning your pain into purpose. The world might see your struggles and call you weak, but God sees your resilience and calls you victorious. Your breakthrough will prove it. The strength you've built through every trial is what will carry you through the open door. Keep going, chosen one. The finish line is closer than you think, and you're stronger than you know. Chosen ones, your breakthrough is a divine spark, igniting a fire that will burn away every limitation. God is fanning the flames of His promise in your life, setting ablaze the path to your destiny. You're not just on the verge of change, you're in the heart of it. One move, one leap of faith will unleash a blaze of blessings that transforms everything. You're closer to this moment than you realize, and God is ready to show the world what He's prepared for you. Let's talk about trust. Your breakthrough hinges on it. Trust isn't just believing God will do something, it's knowing He's already doing it. Psalm 56:3 says, "When I am afraid, I put my trust in you." The world might shake, doubts might creep in, but trust anchors you. It's the foundation that holds you steady as God moves mountains in your life. Your breakthrough is built on the trust you've cultivated through every storm. Think of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego facing a fiery furnace. They didn't know how God would deliver them, but they trusted He would. Their faith didn't just save them, it turned a king's heart toward God. Your trust will do the same. It's not just about your breakthrough, it's about the testimony it creates. Your one move is choosing to trust, even when the flames feel close. God will walk with you through the fire. The enemy will try to shake your trust. He'll whisper that God's forgotten you, that your prayers are unheard. But those are lies. Your trust is your shield, deflecting every dart. God's promises are true, and your breakthrough is proof. Lean into that trust. Let it guide your steps. The moment you choose to believe over fear, you're stepping closer to the victory God has prepared. Now, let's talk about timing. God's clock doesn't tick like ours. You might feel stuck, like nothing's happening, but every second is part of His plan. Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens." Your breakthrough has a divine appointment, a moment when everything aligns. You're not late, and God's not slow. He's setting the stage for a miracle that will leave no doubt of His power. Consider Sarah, who waited decades for a child. The world called her barren, but God called her mother. When Isaac was born, it wasn't just a baby, it was a promise fulfilled at the perfect time. Your breakthrough is like that. The waiting isn't wasted, it's preparation. Your one move is staying faithful in the waiting, knowing God's timing is flawless. Your moment is coming, and it will be worth every second. If this is stirring your spirit, drop a 777 inches the comments. Let heaven see you're standing firm. And if you're ready to walk with others, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones claiming their divine breakthrough. Your support carries this message to hearts that need it most. Let's talk about obedience. Your breakthrough isn't just a gift, it's a response to your faithfulness. God honors those who follow His voice, even when it's hard. John 14:15 says, "If you love me, keep my commands." Every time you've chosen to obey, forgiving when it hurt, giving when you had little, trusting when you couldn't see, you've moved closer to your breakthrough. Obedience is the bridge to your blessing. Think of Naaman, the leper who was told to dip in the Jordan 7 times. It seemed foolish beneath him, but he obeyed. His healing came not from the water, but from his willingness to follow God's instruction. Your breakthrough might ask you to do something simple, even strange. Your one move is obeying, no matter how small it seems. God uses the small acts to unlock the big miracles. The enemy will try to make obedience feel like a burden. He'll tell you it's pointless, that God's asking too much. But every step of obedience is a step toward freedom. Your breakthrough is tied to those moments when you say yes to God's call, even when it doesn't make sense. Trust His voice. Your obedience is paving the way for a miracle that will change everything. Now, let's talk about influence. Your breakthrough isn't just personal, it's powerful. When God moves in your life, it shifts the atmosphere around you. People will feel it. Your confidence, your peace, your faith. It's contagious. Matthew 5:16 says, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Your breakthrough will draw others to God's glory. Think of Daniel, whose faith in a lion's den didn't just save him, it changed a kingdom. Kings issued decrees honoring God because of Daniel's testimony. Your breakthrough will do the same. It's not just about you. It's about the lives you'll touch, the hearts you'll inspire. Your one move is living boldly, letting your breakthrough shine as a beacon of God's power. The world might try to dim your light, to make you hide your faith, but God says, shine. Your breakthrough isn't meant to be secret, it's meant to be seen. When you walk in God's promise, people will notice. They'll ask why you're different, how you're thriving. Your life will point them to the one who makes it possible. Keep shining, chosen one. Your influence is growing. Let's talk about surrender. Your breakthrough requires letting go, not of your dreams, but of your need to control them. God's plan is bigger than your blueprint. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding." Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means giving over. Hand your plans to God and watch Him turn them into something greater. Think of Hannah, who gave her son Samuel back to God. She didn't cling to him. She surrendered him to God's purpose. That act of surrender brought a prophet to Israel. Your breakthrough might ask you to release something precious, a dream, a fear, a plan. Your one move is letting go, trusting God to multiply what you offer. He's not taking from you. He's preparing you for more. The enemy will try to make surrender feel like loss. He'll whisper that you're giving up too much. But God's economy is different. What you surrender, He restores. Your breakthrough is waiting on the other side of that release. Let go of the need to control and let God steer. Your life is about to take a turn you never expected, and it's all because of His hand. If this is igniting your faith, type 777 inches the comments. Claim your breakthrough with boldness. And if you're ready to stand with others, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking into their divine destiny. Your support spreads this message, lighting up lives across the globe. Let's talk about perspective. Your breakthrough shifts how you see the world. Where you once saw obstacles, you'll see opportunities. Where you saw failure, you'll see growth. Romans 12:2 says, "Be transformed by the renewing of your right mind." God is changing your lens, helping you see His plan instead of your problems. Your breakthrough is as much about your mindset as it is about your circumstances. Think of Joseph, who saw a pit and a prison as steps toward a palace. His perspective didn't deny the pain, it saw God's purpose in it. Your breakthrough will do the same. The challenges you're facing aren't the end, they're the path. Your one move is choosing to see God's hand in every moment, trusting that He's weaving a story bigger than you can see. The world might tell you to focus on what's wrong, to dwell on the negative. But God says, look up. Your breakthrough requires a new perspective, one that sees His promises over your problems. Start looking for the ways He's working, the small signs of His favor. They're there, and they're leading you to a moment that will redefine your life.